Alright, so we are back. Let's play. So here's where the Mastermind spawns initially. I get a nice jump boost and I also get speed so I can move around easily. And resistance so I don't die for some silly reason. So I might place a slow target here because this is a nice bottleneck. Slows down the player and you can guarantee that they will always be slowed down. And I might put my other one in a similar kind of position for the similar reasons. I might patch that because that is a bit of a cheap move, but whatever works. Now, I should probably get rid of these as well, seeing as though they shouldn't actually be here. I have not created a field command yet, which will get rid of them. So I'm just going to do that now. Alright. Now I might place a TNT here, so she can't see when she's coming around the corner, or get her by surprise, but usually if you're a crafty hero, you will check the corners before you go sprinting out, unless you're being oppressed by mobs, in which case that will be an issue. Ooh, I've actually never seen TNT hidden here before. We'll see how that turns out. Oh, and I can't place it there because you can only place it on cobblestone, walls, stone slabs, stone bricks, wooden planks. And yeah, so I might add that there. See what happens. But for now, I think a skeleton overlord will do well here and here. And I'm also going to place these traps here and here. And we'll get rid of these. Now I've still got one skeleton overlord and I've still got 2 TNT traps. So now I've just got to figure out what I want to do with these. I figure it might be best if I place one here. This is probably a good spot. I know it's obvious. However, you are guaranteed that they will walk through it. Might place a skeleton overlord here, and perhaps another TNT trap here. And because I'm ready, I have not added a force start button, but I'm just going to set the time now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, immediately, I get 1 red skeleton and 3 red zombies, and you can see where the custom loot is. You won't actually see the tags in future, but immediately I'm just going to try and stop it, just like that. And I'm going to toss this down. Alright, sorry about that. Now she's trying to break through, so I'm going to try and stop her with a red spider. That way, I can get down to 850 faster, and she won't be already in the next room, getting more powerful and getting closer to me. Oh, see, I wasn't a very good mastermind there. I allowed her to go through when I shouldn't have. So how are we going to deal with this? Let's just place a barricade of skeletons here, and maybe a few red zombies, and we're going to surprise her by throwing in a spider behind her. Obviously it's not a surprise because she can actually hear everything I'm saying, so just bear that in mind. Shh, don't tell her. Alright, so I'm not going to place any more things now. I want to save them. Oh, looks like she survived. I expected her to die, but she's a valiant hero. See, I've got 9 seconds until I receive my next lot of items. I'm going to save them. 2, 1. Now let's see what we got. Alright, we got some creepers and some lightning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place down a creeper and then follow it quickly by lightning. Now to stop her from killing the thing instantly, I'm just going to chuck some other things. Oh, she's already killed it. So some of the challenges of being the mastermind is that your players will be really good at killing mobs. So you have to perform the best possible ways of killing them. So she seems to be fighting off the zombies pretty well. Let's strike her with some lightning. Yeah, she's moving around deliberately so I don't hit her, so I'm going to do that later. By surprise. Oh, she managed to disable that TNT. I should have anticipated that. Let's do this. Alright, and we'll chuck down these. There we go. Now it has a higher chance of blowing up. Oh, and she was killed by the zombies. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back and try and slow her down at this point here, so she doesn't just power her way back. And this is how I'm going to go about it. And I might just add another lightning strike there. Oh, but I missed. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I need to be a step ahead of her at all costs, at all times. There we go. All the blue enemies are after her. She looks like she's handling it pretty well though. But remember, my purpose here is to waste time. And killing is probably the best way of wasting time. However, this also works. The blue spiders, these guys are really powerful. So I'm just going to drop one off right here. And here. And I might chuck in some red spiders. You can't actually tell the difference between the red spiders and the blue spiders. So they are a danger to fight. You cannot judge how much health they have left. And, oh, looks like that was a very effective use of creatures there. So this is probably not the best place to spawn these. Straight back into the action, we don't want that. We want to eliminate her as quickly as possible. Alright, so yeah, as I said, these spiders are probably a bit too powerful. So I should probably balance that a bit better. Ooh. So these narrow corridors, I don't think they're fair, so I might change them. Now I'm getting a lot of stuff here, so I can probably afford to deploy a few more things, like my weak creatures, like these. I did not expect them to spread out like that though. That was weird. There we go. I think the spiders are one of the more powerful creatures, and if you see spiders, do not underestimate them like I always do. Now she's using the slime block to bottleneck the mobs and then handle them really well. So I'm going to throw this on her. See how she handles that. I'm going to put these here. Oh, wow. Well, that was really bad on my part because she is a hunter. She's chosen the hunter class and therefore has a bow. Alright, let's see. That was probably a big waste. Oh, but they seem to be doing a good job. And the green skeletons have power 1 on their bows. And I don't think I'm getting any items anymore, so I gotta be very economical with... Oh, my skeleton overlord has worked. Anyway, I gotta be very economical with my items because I doubt I'm getting any more. Apparently I just got more. This must... Yep, this is the blue creepers. These are the last items that you get at the moment. The blue creepers are pretty weak, actually, for creepers. But they do have an increased explosion radius. It's about 33% more than your typical creeper. Alright, let's drop... This is probably a good combination. Oh, but she's already broken through, so that... Probably... Oh, but it worked! Alright. So, I did manage to do that soon enough. Now, I'm going to save these items for this kitchen here, because a lot of players struggle in this area, because it's so confined, and the Mastermind does like to place lots of items in there. Haha. Now, I'm going to do something very evil right now. Because I saved all these items, I probably used a bit more than I should have, but nonetheless, that is a really powerful way to eliminate the player really easily. Except that putting those there probably wasn't smart because the zombies, they like to just walk around in it. And the reason why I'm staying here is so the creatures don't despawn on us. So we don't want that. The reason why I've enabled despawning is so the Mastermind doesn't get too powerful. Alright, so I'm going to chuck these here, just to make the fight a bit more difficult. Oh, she's placed some TNT. That's bound to be effective. Oh yes! You can see how magnificent the TNT can behave. You can see that some of them have been removed. The reason why I'm doing that is just to check if there's items. Alright, so she handled that ambush pretty well. No one survives ambushes, which is why they're such a great technique. Alright, so I know what I'm going to do here. Probably not the most efficient way. Oh, and one didn't get charged. Probably not the most efficient way to do this, but what the heck. Okay, so I don't like how the spiders spread out like that. Alright. So she has broken through now. And there's a lot of stuff coming at her. But she's managing it to kill it a bit too well, so I might just deploy this. And I completely missed. Wow. Let's see, what else is effective? This, and I might place another one here, just to spread them out, make them hard to deal with. Unfortunately, these are only red skeletons, so she can eliminate them fairly easy. Now, this is probably my last shot at that, so I'm not going to use that one. Alright, so this is probably a good time to use these. Now, I know I'm being wasteful, but I'm hoping just to get the last word doing this technique. Oh, I did get her with the lightning, but it just wasn't effective enough, unfortunately. Now, I only have 3 creatures left, which is quite unfortunate. So, right here at the barricade is probably where I have the best chance of killing her. Now, I'm just going to do that now so she doesn't regenerate health. And we'll see how that goes. But once she gets through this door, it is pretty much game over for me. Yep. So, she has practically won now. The traps are very easy to... I don't think I even set traps past here. Yeah. So, I'm just going to set the time now, if you don't mind, Ryan. Right. Unfortunately, that is all I have time for in this episode. Thank you, Ryan, again, for demonstrating this work-in-progress map. Now, next episode, I'm going to be going over the redstone mechanics for every little thing about this map. Yes, and boy, do you have a lot to look forward to, because to be honest, I've never used so much redstone in one place. It's ridiculous how much redstone has gone into this, and command blocks. There's lots of those. It's absolutely crazy, so you should look forward to that. I'm going to simplify and break down every section as best as I can. Hope you're enjoying the new map, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.